After building multiple SEO writing SaaS apps, I kept hearing the same complaints: language limitations, subscription fees, volume limits, and fixed writing styles. So I've built this automation that solves every single pain point. You get unlimited posts in any language. It's fully customizable prompts, and there's no subscription. This is what my SaaS customers have been asking for, and here's how you can build it yourself and never pay for content software again. First, this automation is built using n8n, and if you've not heard of it, it's basically a drag and drop automation tool that is super powerful. If you look at Google Trends, you can see up until recently, it was around, it did exist, and then it just took off. Okay, so let me run an automation and then we'll break down exactly how this works and then how you can use it as well. It's triggered by a Telegram message. So I'm just going to manually kick this workflow off. Once it's initiated, we've got Telegram open. We just click on start and we should get a message back. So, hey, to start an SEO automation, just reply with the topic, the count, the language, and the words. I'm going to copy the example here. Just put it into the message, paste it in. I'll just do 2. We'll go for English. And I'll put this up to 2,000 words. So it's going to be best hotels. So it's going to generate blog titles with the key phrase, keyword, best hotels in it. It could be anything you like, 5-star, beach holidays, things to do, whatever you like. So make that 2,000 and we'll kick it off. Now you'll see the message has been received by the automation. So I'll come back in a minute when it's finished and we can have a look at the content. So our automation has finished. There are 2 endpoints here. We've got Google Sheets and WordPress. So we can take a look at WordPress. I'll just go over here. It's these 2 articles have just been generated. So we can take a look at one. This is the first one, how to choose the best hotels for your travel budget and preferences. And you've got full control over the style, the tone, the layout of this article. So what you're seeing here is based on the prompt that I will show you, but you can modify it. And just to show you in the output in some other languages, just before I did this video, I ran a couple. So we also have French. I think we're in German here, Spanish, and I think this is Dutch, but correct me if I'm wrong. So you can output to any language at all in any style and word length that you choose. Okay, let's get started. You've got 2 options from when you create a new n8n workflow. You can follow along here and piece this all together, and that's pretty straightforward. Or you can import the file and get started in just a couple of clicks. So if you want to do the import, you head over to Online Ninja Community. There'll be a link, first one in the description. Go to the classroom, and then you head to this JSON import file and grab it. Now, once you've downloaded it, you go to the 3 dots, import from file. When you do that, you will get everything we're looking at here. The only thing you have to do is add your API keys for the LLM or the OpenAI model. If you want to build it from scratch, let's run through it now. Basically, we kick this off with a Telegram trigger. You can use Slack or a form. It doesn't really matter. So if we go into the first OpenAI node, we can quickly run through it. Basically, we're messaging a model. I've selected OpenAI's GPT 4.1 mini because this is not a real heavy-duty task. First one here, we've got a user prompt. What we're doing here is we're taking in the Telegram message and we're outputting it in a structured format. Further down, we've got a system prompt, and the system prompt, basically it's to ensure that the JSON object, the output, is identical every single time. So key phrase, count, language, and word count. And over on the side here, we can see it in table format or in JSON format, and this is what we're after. Next, we move on to the first bit of AI agent, and it's connected to OpenAI chat model as well. The purpose of the AI agent is to take in the key phrase, the titles, and the language, and the word count. If I open up the system message, it's a little bit more detailed, but it's basically telling the input it needs to be output in a very structured format. So we have title. This is generated title. We have a slug, which will be used like in WordPress as the URL, key phrase, difficulty, language, and word count. So this is the format we want for every single programmatic SEO title that's generated. Over on the side, you can see on the right, it's outputted as one full object. And what we need to be able to process this in a loop is to break them into individual titles and their associated data. After the AI agent, we basically just need to pass the code. So it's in individual components which can be entered into a loop. So if we have a look at the split, we can see now instead of one large block, they're in two separate objects which can be passed into the loop and generated one by one. So now that we have our inputs and we have them broken down into a format that we can pass into a loop, which can be iterated over and over again. And this is how we can run a batch of 100 titles, 1,000, or whatever you like. So if we take a quick look in the loop, you can see on the left, they're the inputs, and on the right, it's the outputs. This loop has already been executed, and we did it for two runs. And this is the output that actually is generated. If we go over to the blog writer, this is where you can modify the prompt to have the output exactly the way you want it. We can have a look at the user prompt and we can see what's coming in. Write a comprehensive SEO blog post based on the following details. Again, we've got our information that we've passed in, and then it says, create a full blog post that does the following. Now, this is where you can modify some of these details if you have a particular style and tone that you're after. In addition to that, we also have a system prompt, which is telling the AI model what its purpose is, what it's here to do. If we open this one up, you can see it's a lot more detailed. Heading structure, content type, SEO optimization, examples of how to output it so we get consistent output every single time. You can come in here and actually grab this prompt and modify it so you get the exact output that you're after. So once the blog writer has written the blog for the specific title as instructed, then we move on to generating an image. In this automation, I've used DALL-E. Basically what DALL-E is doing, it's taking the title and it sends off an instruction on what it believes an image should look like based on that title. And then we do a bit of funky stuff. We have to download it, then we have to upload it to get it into a format which can be posted into WordPress. And then in this next two steps, I won't go into it. Basically, we're just merging all the information we've got from these previous nodes to make them available when the looping is complete. So it runs through for one title, all of these steps, it loops back and it does it again, and it just keeps going until it's finished. Once it is done, this node, the done node, will be hit, and then we save all the details to a Google Sheet. Then we also send it to WordPress, and then we send a Telegram message out to notify whoever kicked off the automation that the process is complete. Quick plug for my school community. Join Online Ninja, where I share everything. You get all my AI tools and SEO resources. You'll get this pSEO.json import file, plus my complete playbooks for building AI businesses, getting free traffic, and scaling with automations. If you're one of the first 50 members in the community, I'll modify the automation for you if you need it. Over $9,000 in value, first link in the description. That's pretty much how this automation works. It's the first time I've actually basically taken a lot of the tools out of some of my apps, broken them down into an automation and provided it. So I hope you've got a bit of value from this video. If you did, consider giving it a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any comments at all, drop them below and I'll do my best to answer you.